Have you ever thought about what it would take to get started with whatever you want to accomplish in your life? What would it take for you to grab life by the horns and do the things you want to do that you know deep down are for you and your purpose in your life? If that resonates with you, I'm going to tell you the way that I have done this for free. I will give you the tips that have helped me change my life. So stay with me throughout this journey. I'm going to share several tips over several different stories and videos, but I want you to know what you can do to take immediate action to create some of that change in your life. The first and very most important thing that you need to identify, and I'll give you the very first topic, and that's understanding your why. You have to think about what is something that is so exciting to you that you will wake up excited most of the time. Something when you go to bed, you're still excited about it most of the time. When I say most of the time, there is no such thing as 100% of the work that you do will be easy and make you happy all the time. That is not a feasible statement. However, everyone's got something that excites them. Sometimes some people want to travel the world. Maybe you have this business you've always wanted to start. Maybe you just want to be the top 1% of every employee at the place that you work. Maybe financial independence is your objective. Maybe it's a hobby you've always wanted to learn. Regardless, for you to get to that next level in your life, the very first thing you need is you have got to understand your why. I'll give you a couple ways to do that. The first tip that I would recommend is think about what are the high-level skills, the things that have come easy to you your entire life. And I don't mean you're good at selling. I don't mean you're a good accountant. I don't mean the roles you have had and the jobs that you've done in your life. That is not the question. The question is, what are things that come easy to you since childhood? Are you always the person that brings all your friends together? Are you always the person that everyone wants to talk to? Are you the person that people have come to for financial advice? Those are some of the things that were for me, that I identified. But what are yours? Are you the person that always has eaten healthy your entire life and everyone comes to you for advice? Or are you the person who's done a great job at your fitness routine and everyone's just in awe about how easy that you seem to do it? And everyone wants to learn and understand what you do. Do you make the best food and everyone praises you and they know that's something that they can go to you because you just know it better than most? There are things that we do as kids or things that we gravitate to that we're just naturally gifted at doing. So if you want to identify your why, you've got to identify what the natural gift is. Step 1. Step 2, you've got to understand the difference between your passion and your gift. They may not be the same. As an example, some people love singing, but they'll never be a professional singer because that might be their passion, but it's not their natural gift. Those are not the same thing. If you're looking to accomplish big goals in life, think about things that come natural to you. They could be a part of your passion, but you've got to think about things that come easy to you. So identify the difference between what is a natural gift and what is a passion for you. That is the next part. The third part is You've got to dream big. If you set small goals, small objectives in your life, you will not wake up excited enough to do this journey. You won't. You have to set goals that are large enough and big enough and audacious enough that when you wake up, you say, I'm going for that big dream. Whether you hit the dream or not is not the purpose of the dream. The purpose of the dream is to get you excited enough to do the actual hard work that must be done to get you there, to build your confidence, to get you there, to build your self-esteem, to get you there. Sometimes people think big dreams are crazy. I think it's crazy to not dream. And some people just don't even think about it. They get into their routines of life and jobs and family and what they've been doing, and they say, okay, I can settle for this. Let me tell you something. If you're in the life of settling, you're in the life of average, you're in the life of ordinary. Guess what? That's okay if that's what you want. But if your objective is to identify your why is tied to something that excites you. And things that excite you are not ordinary. Things that excite you are not average. So what are the areas of your life that you can put together a why that is so exciting to you that you will do absolutely anything for it? Is it your college education for your kids? It doesn't have to be a career. Is it buying your children a house when they're older? It could be anything you want. Is it traveling to another country and living there for 5 years and a decade? Is it living on a boat for 10 years when you retire in the future? You have to identify that why and then tie it to that natural gift. Once you do that, once you've tied those two together, the next step is the implementation part of it. And I encourage everyone here, if you've listened to this video long enough, wait for the next video because we're going to talk about the next step in the evolution for you to get started. So hang tight. We're coming back to this. I'm going to give you some free tips on what I did to get to the next level of financial independence and really accomplishing my dream, the thing that I wanted, the thing that in a prior life I thought was not possible. But when I realized one day that everything is possible, it changed my life. So stay tuned.